Welcome traders to the Prop Shield Trading channel. So we've just gotten done with the market replay for NQ on January 2nd. And as I stated earlier in that video, this was a great trading day for this discretionary system, but it would not be a typical trading day. There's no special reason why I chose this day. I just have the first 3 months of the year of market replay loaded up on my chart. I'm in my NinjaTrader. That way I can test out all the different systems that we're developing. In this one, I haven't gone too far market replay just because I have to personally trade it. Our opening drive and trend trailer, it's more completely automated. So I can just let this run. I can max out the time and I can set like I do it for the whole month and I just let it run its course, let our trade manager, score engines, all that stuff, you know, take care of the trading. We have our adaptive stops to where to do the target, stop. It'll set all those things, and I don't do any adjustments to it. And I'm not using any of the levels on there to make any discretion of whether I want to shut it off or on that one. So, but this one requires a lot more time because you have to personally trade it since it's discretionary. Um, so yeah, this 5,430, that is not a typical day. Um, hardly any days will probably be like this in a month. And we didn't take a single loss in this one. So, yeah, yeah, all this stuff, it just looks nice and clean. This is how you would want the day to go. And we had our trail set up, you know, we would, that hit our target we're doing. This hit our trail. Again, we didn't get the exact low. So let's just say 58. So we left like 30 points right there. But that's okay because look at that huge run we got. Even if you have an intraday trailing drawdown with any of the prop firms, you should be trading micros. I mean, you're going for such large targets in this, so that shouldn't matter at all. You're going to be giving some up. Same here. I mean, we gave up. It's just because it's set at 120 ticks trail, so that's what you're giving up when it hits it. All right. So what the trading system includes. So we have our core levels on here. Our initial balance starts calculating there, does it for an hour, and then it stays. Our resistance levels, support and resistance, that is swing strength of 5. We have max of 2. And then this is the minimum, bars at once in between. So again, people can adjust these for if you want your levels to look a little different. And so this is our UniRenko trend levels. It is default for 40 tick NQ bars. And so that's why our settings, like our continuation trade, we wanted 120 ticks. That's a reversal bar. So again, if you cut your bar size in half, if you're trading Asia or London, you're trading 20 tick bars, like you're gonna 60 tick reversal, you're gonna cut this number in half. And then max bar since pullback, like you're not gonna get chopped around for when you'd already be in a trade. So you don't want a continuation trade showing up that early. And same thing, you're gonna match the swing strength for the core levels in this, because that's how it knows of where's that setting at? Right here, minimum room ticks, 60 ticks. So like I stated in the market replay, that's for even 40 tick and our 120 tick stop, we want at least 50% of that. That's the room that we want. So again, we have it on. So it would not take the trade if a support or resistance level was within that. So you would have to adjust that if you're adjusting the other bars. And then this is just the visual. This is, we have it separated because we use hidden plots for our signals. And so you don't need the visuals on the chart or the trade manager, the signal panel to take the trades. But the visuals is also for the stop. So like you wouldn't see it. See our stop guide, 120 ticks. We set it 1 tick offset from what the reversal bar is. And then our advisor, same thing. Again, we can move it to different quadrants. There's a compact version, which is what we have on there. Or you can have the full version that'll show a lot more details if you feel like you need that. And then in market replay, I'm not using the VIX, so that's why you'll see NA on there. But in live trading, whatever the current VIX contract is, that's what you would put here, and it would show, that, so you can also see with the current volatility. And then 0 for scalp, 1 for balance. Scalp is 50% of the balance. So right now it says size of 34. That would be 68 if you have it set on 1. And then this is our shield stop visual. This coordinates with the signal panel. So if you don't have the visual on, you'll still see it in the log. You'll see that price of what it's at. And so, but you have to coordinate with what contract, what product and what contract. So nose to talk. You can change whatever you want this to say. And then how long you want the line to be. And so all those things, the only other thing I would add, I just don't have it in market replay, is our clock and stuff, our session clock. So you would have all those things. So when we have this production ready for everybody, we'll already have like I want to set a preset template. So you're just gonna do that, load template. Okay, yeah, I want, UniRenko trend levels. Boom. And it already has all of these things in there for you. And then you just go in and change, customize, certain settings that will be allowed. So that is it. So if you found this useful, you want to coordinate with other traders, feel free to join our Discord, participate in there. You can share your own trade ideas, things that maybe you found successful, help others out. Or if you're not being successful, ask for some advice in there. Plenty of simple market metrics people in there since the original Discord has closed. And that's also where we do all of our updates, other than these videos of what's going on in our development for our products. We're about a few months out from launching. We got plenty of beta testing to do, making sure these are stable, they don't crash, they don't freeze charts, everything loads as it should. And then we got to build the Windows application, the toolkit. That's how the indicators will get delivered. So you just download the toolkit, it'll clear the cache for you for NinjaTrader. That's how you'll access all the indicators. So similar to how Apex does. So if I just click the indicators, like I don't pay for Apex anymore and stuff, so that all those are disabled because but I have their toolkit, so that's why you see those. There's a few things I have like their trade copier, but you're not going to see it on here. But these are from their other trading systems that they have, and that's how it was delivered on there. Like these ones, like Chart Trader, I purchased that, the Lorex detector, chart trader, that's a decent product. Lorex didn't find any value. So, but that's what the toolkit it'll deliver. So we still have to build that out. And then we will be using Whoop to launch our product to access for everyone.